Okay, the OBD II system. The second generation was designed to fix inadequacies of the first generation. An example would be OBD I did not check for misfires, system checks, or rationality. Meaning, if the car had a misfire, it would not set the light. System checks would be like, let's say that the computer told the evap purge about to come on. The PCM never knew, or slash ECM never knew it came on. It just knew it gave a command to turn on. So it didn't really do a system check. Rationality, OBD I did not do rationality. All they checked was opens, shorts, and opens. So if you had an open circuit or a shorted circuit, the light would come on. So OBD I is different than OBD II. OBD II is an improvement of OBD I. OBD II also started in 1996, right? And some vehicles phases in between at 1994. Here's a 16-pin connector. Every scan tool after 1996 every vehicle had the same diagnostic connector, and every scan tool, generic OBD II scan tool, should be able to connect to this connector. Now, here are some important pins you should be aware of. Pin 4, chassis ground. Pin 5, sensor ground. All right, now, they don't have it down here, but pin 16 is the battery power. So you got 4, chassis ground, 5, sensor ground, and 16, the power to turn the scan tool on. The check engine light only came on if it was over 1.5 times the FTP standards. If the emissions are 1.5 over the FTP standards, inferred emissions, meaning you don't have an analyzer on the car, so it's inferred emissions. If it was 1.5 over the standard, it would fail the test and turn the light on. Or when the PCM networks itself malfunction, the mill should not be used for any other purpose. Basically what it's saying is that mill light, check engine light, only came on for emissions related codes and never came on for anything else. So if that light's on, it's an emissions related failure. DTC numbering, the first digit will be a powertrain, chassis, P for powertrain, C for chassis, it's a B, it's a body code, it's U, it's a multiplexing network code. The second digit, either generic, if it's a 0, 1, 2, or 3, it's a manufacturer specific code. The third digit is the system, or the 100 position, that's a system that's at fault. Fuel system, fuel air metering, like injector pump. 300 would be a misfire ignition, 400 would be emission controls. So that would be the system, like P0404, right? Emission control system. P0301, misfire, cylinder 1. Then we got the 500, 600, and 700, and 800. Also, different systems that could be at fault that turn a light on. And yes, there could be a transmission code and turn on the mill light. Type A codes, Type B codes, and Type C and D codes. A Type A code is usually a one-trip code. As soon as the problem is detected, it turns on the light. You say cat damaging misfire. At Type A code, also, if you see a light blinking at you, the check engine light blinking, that means that's a severe misfire. A severe misfire that can damage the catalytic converter also. That would be a Type A code also. A Type B code is a two-trip failure, meaning if it failed one time, left the pending code. If it fails again, a light will come on. It's a two-trip failure that failed once. A Type B code is actually a two-trip failure. It can fail one time, the light not be on. If it fails the second time, the light will come on. And CAD code, not emission-related codes, but it could store codes in the system, but not turn on the light, but will not turn on the light. Okay, that's a basic that's a basic DTC designations. So make sure you understand those, and I'll see you in the next one.